I'm live. Hello, everyone. I'm just pulling up my comments. Welcome. Do you like my holiday banner? We're going to talk about holidays today. You may have guessed. So, I have been sprinkling out into the universe an invite for a bunch of holiday stuff. But something that was kind of really popping for me this morning was how many people are kind of avoiding the holidays or having this sense of it's just something we need to get through. Hello, thanks for joining me. Um, I can't, StreamYard's funny. I can't see who's making the comments unless you click above and give StreamYard permission. And then even sometimes it doesn't work. So you can always let me know who's in the chat because I love chatting with you all. Okay, so so then I thought maybe we could talk about this for a minute. Like maybe we could really look at where we avoid or resist something like the holidays or anything in life, but the holidays is kind of up in the universe right now. Where are we just trying to get it done? Like I know I used to have a job and every day it was like, oh, I just got to get through today. And then I was like, that little part at the end of the day was like my part to live, like my joy of living. But every day until the weekend was just getting through. So either we're trying to get through the holidays, or maybe we were avoiding the holidays, maybe resisting it. And then the last one, which I think we're going to talk about a little bit more, is where are we actually trying to hold together something that has fallen apart? It's Acacia, chat away. Yes, I'd like to not be the Grinch, or not be a mini Grinch, but a happy Grinch. Oh, I love that. I mean, the holidays, it's a funny concept. So whether you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or neither of them, we're all aware it's going on in the world, right? And we're aware of the energies going on in the world, the insanity going on in the world about it. And are we willing to be aware of it all without a point of view? That is called allowance. Allowance, not getting like allowance from your parents, like money, but just having total allowance, having no point of view about the insanity around you is a key to being free of the insanity around you. We think if we block out the insanity, we hide from the insanity, we avoid the insanity, that is freedom. But what if that actually gives it a power over you? So you have less freedom, whether you're going to celebrate the holidays or not. Let's go for more freedom. Let's have a spacious season here where you get to be the wizard. You get to create your own reality around all of this. So here is part of the invite. I have a free, this is just a gift to everyone. It's totally free advent calendar for it starting December 1st, which is like just days away. And just like an advent calendar that maybe you grew up with, we had one. It was like a fabric one. And my mom would put like those little chocolate balls in it, those Christmas balls, and there'd be like one for each of my sisters or like a different little treat. And so I'm not going to be sending you chocolate, unfortunately, for chocolate lovers. I love chocolate too. But I am sending you videos and audios and clearing loops and energy pulls and calls and all kinds of magical things. So every day you get to open up a piece. Hi, Karen. And my target is, whether you celebrate the holidays or not, is to gift you some energies, some tools, some space around all of this. Because you could be, living in a country that doesn't even ever talk about Christmas. You're still going to perceive it because we are globally aware. We are an ocean of awareness. So we are aware of everyone and everything. So let's have some space and freedom around this. And then if you are someone that celebrates Christmas or Hanukkah or something around these holidays, or any holiday in the future, it doesn't have to be in this season, what if you could actually create it to be something so far beyond this reality? I've really noticed that as we conscious folk are changing the world, and we're contributing to breaking down the structures. What I mean by that is there's structures in place that keep things from changing. You may have noticed there are certain structures that can be a little bit more flexible, like those tall skyscrapers, and they can flow with the wind a little bit. And then there are structures that are like just unyielding, unshakable. Yet we've been shaking them. Consciousness has been breaking the structures. So for some of us, we're experiencing, maybe for the first time, a numbness to the holidays, where maybe you loved the holidays before, a disregard of it, a lack of enthusiasm for it. That's totally okay, because maybe your connection to the structures has actually lessened, diminished, or completely broken. And you don't have to try and put a bunch of energy into recreating something that you're not even into. I actually have a podcast coming out talking a lot more about this, but and we'll share it in the group and all around. But what if you could have the space, but also use the tools, the access consciousness tools, these magical tools, to create something that does inspire you, that does spark your interest, that does light you up. Or just to have the point of view of like, I'm just going to do something else, and not feel the guilt, not feel like the shame of not celebrating, or any of those things that lock you in. Again, this is about freedom with the holiday season. So just want to share for a moment, As If by Magic, that's the Facebook group that this live is going into. Or you might be on my YouTube channel, so hopefully you've heard of the group As If by Magic. One of the things that actually inspired me to create anything with As If by Magic was actually the holidays. I was like newly separated from my 11-year relationship. The holidays were all about like what his family wanted. So like they dominated, and then I would like, whatever was left over, I would try and like make my family happy. And so I have 2 little kids, and it's Christmas is coming up. And I'm like, first I was like, oh my God, I have so much freedom to create whatever I want here. The kids are little, like traditions hadn't really been like too much in their world. So we could really create our own traditions. We create our own thing. So I had all this space and excitement. And then when I tried to grasp for an energy of Christmas, this is where the disappointment hit. And this is where some of you might be feeling this like lack of luster, this lack of joy. I was like, you know what? All it seems like as Christmas is about is presents. And I love gifts. I love gifts. I love receiving them. I love giving them even 1,000 times more. In fact, I even in grade 3, we had to write a report on what's your favorite thing about Christmas. And I wrote, I love watching my family open up their Christmas gifts, especially the ones I got them, and seeing the joy on their face. And my teacher said, she took me aside. She's like, who told you to write this? And I'm like, no one. It's just true. But she was so blown away that was something that a kid would think of. But I've always been that way. Gifting has been a super, like, a joy for me, which is part of why I'm so joyful to gift this advent calendar to you all. But having it just about gift exchange just honestly wasn't enough for me. It wasn't the magic I knew it could be. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm nodding for some of you. Whether you're commenting or not, I feel like some of you are like, yeah, the magic. Where's the magic? So here I am. I'm like, I could create anything for my kids. And I don't sense any magic in Christmas anymore. I'm like, where is it? Where is this magic? Now, this was back in like 2017. Okay. So this is a while ago. And it was like really bummed for a couple days. And I'm like, I don't even know if I care about Christmas. I don't even know if I'm going to do it. Like, I could just do, like, give the kids some gifts. Okay, fine. You know, they'll have gifts. But then it kind of occurred to me that if I want something different in the world, I kind of have to be the change that creates something different in the world. That perhaps my awareness of this lack of magic around Christmas was an indication that I could be a catalyst for more magic around Christmas. And I was just thinking around Christmas at the time, okay? I love crafting gifts for people. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. I love that. Those, like, you know, like so much of your energy and your being goes into those crafts. My favorite thing to do at Christmas right now is to go to, a friend of mine puts on a crafting fair, like a giant one here in Kelowna, BC, Canada, where I live, and just going and seeing people's like craftsmanship and magic. So here I am. What am I going to do? Now I'm starting to feel this call, this pull, this like rising stewardship to magic. And I'm like, all right, so what would this look like? Like, and so here I'm thinking about my kids, but I get this sense of creating an As If by Magic 1 month program. And I'm like, how is this going to make magic for my kids? You know, I don't know, but it was so like, and I was inspired. And so that was the first As If by Magic thing I ever did. This was before it was a 2.5 day approved specialty class. It just started there. It just started with me wanting to bring magic into the world so my kids could have a really great Christmas. What showed up in that membership back in 2017 was beyond this reality, beyond what I thought it would be. And then I started to realize that we magic folk, and you know you're a magic folk if you like magic. That's just simple as it is. If you're drawn to it, if you enjoy it, if you're here with me, you are one. We magic folk are the ones actually bringing magic to the world. Aha. So then going back to the holidays now. So if you would like more magic in your holiday, you are actually going to be the catalyst for it. And when you bring magic into your holiday, because we're all connected, and we talk about we're like a global consciousness, right? We bring it for everyone. So I look at like the energy of Christmas back in 2017, and the energy has shifted so much from my perception of it. And I know that part of doing As If by Magic stuff has been a contribution to that. And also everyone that's willing to have a magical Christmas, that's willing to do the crafts, that's willing to sing the carols or whatever it is, or create something new, which is what I want to get into, the new thing. We are the stewards that will actualize a different reality. So what different reality with the holidays would you like to have and bring here? Yes. So instead of being like me, all pouty and like, fine, I'm just not even going to do it because I just grinchy, right? I was like, okay, well, what can I choose? What can I be? What can I create? And now let's bring in this piece about the structures. So these structures are falling apart. And you got to look at a lot of these structures were put in place as control mechanisms. They were not actually put in place as these, as like what that was painted on top, the glamour of like, oh, this is to bring family together and this is to blah, 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 blah. If you really look at, oh, this was to create control and this was to create this. And then on top, we'll put all this like beautiful padding of family and Christmas miracles and all this stuff. And it's actually the underpinning, the undercurrent of energy that is breaking. And as it's breaking apart, we can take whatever molecules of magic that we do enjoy. For example, I said the word Christmas carols, and I could perceive some people like, ugh, like, I hate the Christmas carols. So if you don't have magic with the Christmas carols, if you don't have a sense of like this wonder and joy with them, maybe you're aware of all the implants that they have. Maybe you're aware of the and that underpinning energy that was there and what new music can come forward. See, this is that creation thing. If you're not an artist, you might not be making music, but you can contribute to new music coming forward by simply asking for it. Now, so we've got the music of the holidays. We've got like the Christmas tree. We've got presents. We've got what of it that do you actually like? And what of it do you like? If I could wake up tomorrow and Christmas didn't exist, no one remembered about it except for you, okay? And then you could create it for the universe. What would you bring into it? What would you let drop away into the land of the forgotten, And what if you have these magical capacities to, awesome family time and gathering. I love that. And wow, I never thought of it that way. Yes. Yeah. What new music can come forward? Amazing question. Switching my perception of hating Christmas now. Yay. Yeah. And what else could come forward? Like, what else could you be asking for? What magical beings can come forward? What magic Christmas movies? What traditions could come forward? Like, okay. So I don't want to get too far into this because we're actually going to do together. This is part of your gift for me this Christmas Advent calendar is we're going to spend 3 days together. And I wanted to let you know ahead of time because I know people get really busy. If you can put this in your schedule, I would love to have you live. And if not, you can catch the replay, no worries. So December 5th, 6th, and 7th, we will be doing through here on Facebook, or you can join me on Zoom, 100% free, 1000% free. We're going to actually go through 3 keys to creating a magical Christmas. So I'm going to take you step by step. Every day is going to be a different key into creating something truly spectacular and beyond this reality. Whether or not you even want to celebrate Christmas doesn't matter, because you can use these tools with any holiday or any event or anything in your life. They are transferable. So all you have to do is you could jump in this Facebook group. This is where it's going to be. We have a place where you can register if you want to jump on Zoom with us, so we can email you the registration link. That's how simple it's going to be. So December 5th, 6th, and 7th at 12 p.m. PST, the same time I started this live here. And we're just going to go and be like the merry, like magical misfits of creating a beyond this reality Christmas. That is not the title. Those are the energies of like actually being willing to be the chaos that clears out the rest of these structures that are falling apart. They are, and that's possibly what your change in your perception with the holidays is your awareness of those structures disappearing. We're going to help contribute to them disappearing and out of your world. And we're going to look at anywhere that you're avoiding it or you're desperately clinging to it. And then we're going to bring in and infuse all of this magic into your holidays. And we'll be communicating with magical creatures. We're going to be getting clear on what you desire out of all of this. Yay. Hi, Cass. Yes, let's do this. And it's like for us, but also acknowledging the gift that this can actually be to the world. For the first time, my joy around the holidays are diminishing. So very grateful for this to restore and add to my joy. Yay! Yes. And it's, yeah, what if this could actually be the most joyful holiday yet so far? And let's explore it together. So if you jump on Zoom, we can, with me, then we have more space to kind of ask questions, and we can go into some facilitation. But if you're more like, I just need to jump on Facebook, we'll be streaming into here as well. So whatever works for you. I hope to see you on those 5 days, and I hope you enjoy this advent calendar. I really crafted this with a sense of exactly what I talked about, like bringing the joy forward, calling in new possibilities with the holidays that have never been here before. And there's some like really good oldies in here, and there's some new stuff and some goodies. And so as you open up each day, know that there was a lot of gratitude for you with the selection of these choices. And there's a lot of contribution coming your way from magic, from me, from Is It by Magic, and consciousness. Have so much fun. We'll put links in here to the advent calendar and the 3-day event. And I'll see you on the 5th. I hope. Have a great, beautiful day. Bye for now.